I am Deacon Chris Roberts from Martin Saints Classical High School.
Tell me, if you could, for a second, what Martin Saints Classical High School is, and then the project that you're here today to talk about.
So Martin Saints Classical High School is Philadelphia's newest Catholic school. We've had 5 graduating classes. It's a classical great books school. So that means Plato and Aristotle, Augustine, Aquinas, Dante, and Shakespeare. And we started the school to try and raise the game intellectually and spiritually and give our teenagers an experience of kind of a lived Catholic culture that is smart, credible, beautiful, and warm. So the great books curriculum and the daily devotions that are, the bread and butter, the daily work of our school are totally essential to the school's culture. But also, we do a lot of other things to surround the books and the classes with, again, like things to give our students an experience of lived Catholic faith, of lived Catholic culture. So tonight, I'm here to talk about a program called Frassati Fridays.
Okay.
Saint Pier Giorgio Frassati was canonized just a few weeks ago, and he is most famous as an active outdoorsman. If you've ever seen one of his prayer cards, he's probably on top of a mountain smoking a pipe. So he was an outdoorsman, but also he was a great lover of the poor, involved in the Vincent de Paul Society,
Right.
and a patron of the arts. So we have this program, Frassati Fridays, where, kind of following the pattern of our patron, we rotate between outdoor adventures, corporal works of mercy, and engagements with high culture, like the orchestra or the ballet or the art museum.
Cool.
But basically, we're in school most of the time talking about the great books, but once a month, we go out on these trips, outdoor adventures, a camping trip, a canoe trip, a hike, corporal works of mercy, the soup kitchen, the old folks home, the crisis pregnancy center, engagement with the arts, the art museum, the ballet matinee. So it's an effort to evangelize the children, the students, by saying, look, sure, the world has its problems, but it's a big, beautiful world. And there's a lot to fall in love with. There's a lot to go see. And all of these things, all of these activities, they're integrated with the curriculum and designed to create certain kind of conversations. So, for example, with the outdoor trip, first of all, you're leaving the technology behind. You're unplugging, and you're out in nature. And if a teenager will say, they will, when you're out there canoeing or hiking, and the breeze is blowing through the trees, and the sunlight is sparkling on the water, and the bald eagle flies overhead, and the teenagers, you do feel closer to your Creator. Okay, so your Creator loves you. Your Creator speaks to you through creation. Well, that's the same premise as the sacraments. The Creator also speaks through bread and wine, oil and water, laying on of hands. And guess what? You're a creature. God made you male and female for beautiful reasons. So, like these outdoor trips, they're designed to create the kinds of conversations that you need to have to evangelize teenagers, right? If you're going to evangelize teenagers, you want to talk about technology, the church, the human body. So, like, every trip, the corporal works of mercies. Why do Catholics love and serve the poor? The arts. How is it that nothing truly beautiful is alien to a Catholic? Why do Catholics create beautiful art? So we're always trying to have these conversations, taking them beyond the classroom, getting them to think and reflect.
So Frassati Fridays. So if this Friday is a pebble in a lake and we got a little ripple, what's a Friday look like in 2 years from now or 3 years? What's this look like?
Okay, so the school is growing. Okay, so I mentioned we've had 5 graduating classes.
Right.
This year, we've got 66 students, 19 seniors, but the school's growing. In the next 3 to 5 years, we hope to have 100 more students, 160. Wow. So you scale this up, and you want to have groups that are reasonably small and intimate to have these kind of conversations. You can't send 160 kids all in the same hike. So you need to you need to scale it up, keep the groups small, but that means you have to rent buses. Sure. You have to invest in equipment. You have to partner with local arts organizations.
So that speaks to the importance of generosity. maybe could you say a little bit about generosity, whether it be through donors or volunteers or whatever it may be, and how that ties back to this program?
Okay, so I think Philadelphia needs a school like this. We know that the teenage years are a real inflection point for whether people stay in the church or not.
Sure.
So we need a school that is really committed to evangelization, on the menu here in Philadelphia. But starting a new school takes a while. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how long did Jeff Bezos run Amazon in his garage before it was profitable. But so, a mature, sustainable private school is probably 75, 80% funded by tuition.
Okay.
That's what we'll be when we get to 160 kids. Right now in these startup years, we're about 50% funded by tuition, 50% funded by donors who want to see a school like this, who think that a school like this is, part of renewing the church.
So the passion comes through, the excitement, the momentum, it sounds. Great day at work, you're at home. What made it so great?
Oh boy. Okay. Truly. Okay, you'd have to be a stone not to notice that in the last couple of years, things have gotten pretty rough in our country. And even in our church, right? There's divisions in our church. That's above my pay grade, right? Like, I'm a deacon. But I pinch myself that I get to do this work because I truly believe what we're trying to be here is just authentically fully Catholic. Not liberal Catholic, not conservative Catholic, fully alive Catholic. And, to love the poor, to emphasize beauty in like liturgy and things. I feel like we're trying to serve the church and show what a fully alive Catholic community looks like. Like it's more than a school. It's a movement. It's to try and be Catholic in a certain way that's a witness. And the world has problems, and we're very aware of that. But in the meantime, we show up, we're faithful, we do the things, and I hope the witness is radiant.
Hardest question. 3 words. Tell me why you love what you do so much.
Fully alive Catholic.
Love it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks.